Hi guys, welcome back to A Voice in the Influence. It is your girl Tykeesh T Lemons, and I am on the road, and I was actually in work, and God dropped this bomb on me, and I was really just feeling so eager to get off of work and to record this video. But you know what, I was like, okay, no, let me finish this because I don't have to be in a rush to do anything. But hey, guess what, I'm off now, so I'm ready to drop this bomb on y'all. This is about to help so many different women, I am certain of it. Okay, so first disclaimer is, just because you are able to follow someone intellectually, meaning someone is explaining something to you and you can understand what they're saying, doesn't truly mean that you have the revelation to what that person is saying. For instance, you hearing someone explain something to you and you're following them and you're like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, right? But then you get involved in a situation and you can't truly identify that you're going through the same thing that this person is speaking on, because you truly don't have the revelation to what they're talking about. Sometimes just because you can understand something intellectually doesn't mean that you really get it. For instance, if you're in college or in high school or just in a class period, and the teacher explains something to you and you feel like, yeah, I get it, I know what she's talking about, so you don't study, and then you take the test and you fail. So it's the same thing when someone's speaking and you feel like you already know what they're talking about, but you go through the situation and you can't identify it. It is because you truly don't have the revelation. You truly don't understand what they're talking about. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So say you met a new friend, or say it's a family member that you just met. And every time you're around this family member, you feel love, you feel motivated, you feel edified. You just feel that this person is authentic to you. Even when the person tells you something about yourself that you may not want to hear, you are still able to receive it because you know that it's coming from an authentic place. Okay, now there is another person that you have in your life. Say it's another friend that you have in your life, and this friend is way older than you, and they're a woman as well, and they notice the relationship that you have with this new friend. And so what they do is, women, pay attention to one of my clips where I said every woman has power, but there's nothing more dangerous than a woman who does not know her power. So any woman that tries to manipulate another woman is a woman that don't know her own power. She doesn't know that she has everything that she needs, so she doesn't truly have to manipulate someone else in order to receive the thing that she says that she wants. So back to the story. So she finds out you have this other friend, and she sees that when you're with this other friend, you're different. So what she does is she began to tell you that your new friend is jealous of you, and you begin to listen to it. You're not necessarily taking heed to it, meaning you're believing it, but the person has your ear gates, and because they have your ear gates, you're listening to them. So eventually, as you continue to be around your new friend, eventually you begin to believe it. And see, what happens is the old friend knows that when you're around the new friend, you are different, meaning you're beginning to get edified. You're beginning to change. And so because this person sees the difference in you, they plant the seed, oh, this other one, she's jealous of you. Or they plant the seed of, she doesn't have your best interest at heart. Or, you know, just saying some type of negative things to make you look at your new friend in a different lens. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why this woman is doing this. The reason why the woman is doing that is because iron sharpens iron. Your new friend is wise, and you are really wise deep down inside. But the issue with you is that you have not grown into the woman that you are becoming. So what happens is God will put you around other women that can edify you, that can help the woman in you come out. And so when you are around grown women who are really still little girls, they become really insecure when a real woman comes around, because they feel as if they're being exposed. So what they do is they manipulate the women who are trying to grow, who are trying to become the person that God has created them, by planting little negative seeds about the women that God has put in their life to help them grow. And the reason why they do that is because they know if you continue to grow, you're going to really find out who they are. See? So, but because you have not grown into that woman that God has created you to be, it's easy for you to fall victim and to allow this woman to play on your ego, because she is trapped in her ego. And so because you're younger than her, it's easy, or because you are, maybe just not as seasoned in her in terms of experience, it's easy for you to get manipulated. So like I said, just because you understand a thing does not mean you truly understands the essence of a thing. Doesn't really mean that you have grasped the concept. Doesn't truly mean that you have the revelation about it. So you can go through it and not recognize that, hey, I'm going through it. But what happens is you go through it, and then after going through it and missing the opportunity to pass the test, you fail the test, and then you remember that what the person told you. And now you have the experience. So now you have the revelation behind what was trying to be conveyed to you. But because you were not open to listening to someone who you thought you were smarter than, or you thought didn't have the wisdom to advise you, you missed your opportunity. And now you got to repeat a class that you had already sat in. Be very careful to the people that are in your life, because I heard this saying that everybody wants to see you do good, but don't nobody want to see you do better than them. And what I'm here to tell you is that that saying is true to a certain extent. It depends on what type of person you're dealing with. See, because a true person who is authentic and who understands who they are in God, and who understands what God has created them to be, understands that there is reward in unity. God says when 2 or 3 or more are gathered in my name, meaning they are together in alignment. They are on the same page. They are in agreement with that in which they are proclaiming that he is there with them and he would do anything that they ask for. But what happens is you have women that's sitting together, but they ain't in agreement. They not in an agreement. They not all in one accord. They not all on the same page. Everybody is sitting next to everybody just so they can get something out of the deal. They're pulling from people's insecurities. They're not truly there to edify and to sharpen the other woman. See, what you're strong in, I may be weak in. What I'm strong in, you may be weak in. But if I don't respect you and don't validate the woman that's inside of you by letting you know that, hey, your weakness is God's strength, and my weakness is God's strength, where I end, God began. See, when you understand that, you understand that there is no competition. Competition is for lower level living people, because they don't truly know who they are. It's enough out here for everybody